Okay, so spent a little bit of time on this, guys, and this is the finished result. Okay, so you can kind of see where I marked them with my pencil earlier, these little lines. Now, I'm lucky enough that I have a square. It doesn't have to be a combination square. It can be a framing square, a speed square. You don't even need a square. You can use a scrap piece of batten, and I'll show you how to use this in a second. But basically what I've done here, I've made these nice square lines from one edge of the board to the other, and I went all the way down from my start point right the way to my end point right there. So like I said, I used a square for this. I got my square on my line, marked it up, moved it along, and so on and so on. If you don't have a square, you should have a little bit of scrap batten left over from our sill plates, and all you have to do when you do this is line up the edge of your batten with the end of the batten with the edge of your board, and that creates a 90, providing it's a straight cut, that creates like a 90-degree line that you can kind of trace off like that. Don't do this freehand because you want these to be straight. So don't do it by eye because you'll never get it straight. Get them as straight as you can though. So this is what it should look like once we finish that last stage. Now let me show you one that I made a few years ago. This one is really long, but it's the same concept. So this is the one I have in my shop that I use. I've got a hole in it so I can hang it on the wall, but it's the same concept. Now what I've done here, I transferred the lines onto the end of the edge of the board as well. So I did them on the face like we did before, and I also wrapped it around and did it on the edge. You don't have to do that, but it will help you out in certain parts of your project. So I do highly recommend that you do that. So I went all the way along. I also spent some time and I got a colored crayon, and I colored each one of these in with a red crayon. I wouldn't use pen or Sharpie because it will bleed into the wood grain of the wood. Okay, so if you're going to color these in, just use like a pencil crayon or something. Again, you don't have to, but I just went a little above and beyond. You're going to have this ruler from the start of this project from now on right the way to the end. So it's going to be a tool that you're going to use on a daily basis. So make it nice, make it precise, make it something that you can easily read and use, and keep it in a safe place. Okay, so this is what we should be looking for once we're finished. Okay, and it all started out by using our piece of paper, laying them out on here, and then going above and finishing it off by coloring it in and finishing all the other ends off like that. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. If you have any questions on this, let me know, guys, but take your time, make this precise and make it right. I'll see you in the next video, guys.